Hello, hello, welcome back. I am so happy to see you again. Thank you for coming. You know who I am already. It's me, Liza, otherwise known in other parts of the internet and the world as Crow Mother. Welcome to August Tarotscope for all of the signs. You should apply these to your sun, moon, rising, or any other placement that you are paying close attention to. If you have not already, make sure that you've subscribed to this channel. Turn your notifications on, like this video, comment, share widely to those you think would benefit. Without further ado, let's get to it. Here is your message in the best and highest good for the sign of Taurus for August 2021. First, please accept this offering of smoke that I give to you. And let's take a deep breath in together, settle into ourselves. Deep breath in and out. Again, this message will be in the best and highest good for the sign of Taurus for August 2021. Okay. Well, my dear, we begin with the Nine of Wands, if you can see that, the Nine of Wands, the King of Wands, and the third card in our sequence is Temperance. Okay, my dear, this month I really want you to remember to take it easy, right? To take it easy because you can, and you should. You know, I think that the dreaded S word, should, is one that I don't love to use, but I'm gonna do it now. You should really tap into the pure vibrational power and energy that you radiate from the core of your being. I think that you should, I want you to, based on this reading, really want you to remember the core power that you are, not that you possess, the core power, like I'm watching like the core of the earth, the deeply beautiful and earthly Taurus. This is why I keep thinking of you this way, because they show me you at the core of the earth, radiating, pulsating, this energy, which is the power that moves everything. I want you to remember that, tap into that this month or the rest of this month. I want you to remember that you move everything. You are the power that moves everything. Notice I didn't say you have the power that moves everything, because you as the power, you as the core, within your core being, are here, to me, clearly represented by the King of Wands. This card, the energy behind this card, at least for what it is showing us for you this month, is, at first glance, unflappable, unruffled, unbothered. Not pressed, the opposite of pressed, right? When you remember your space, your existence as the power, the core, the energy that moves everything, and in relation to your easily reachable immediate life, let's apply it to your life. Of course, we can look at these esoteric terms, and are they beautiful? Yes, but they're telling me to break it down even closer to your life. You know, in the most beautiful of ways, I think that one of the things that Leo season really invites us into is a remembrance of yes, our power, but the magnetism that everything radiates towards, that which you are, the core, the power. All of that to say, from the most beautiful place, Leo season, among many other things, is inviting you to remember that your life, again, this is from a positive place, so I'm going to qualify it by saying that your life really does, at this moment in time, revolve around you. Coming from, again, the most beautiful, positive, radiant place. Everything that sort of floats in your orbit is there because of you and for you, supportive of you, that is to say. It benefits from you, your power, your strength, your energy, your radiance, and it is also wholly supportive of you. Why am I on the idea of your life as revolving around you? Because of your brilliance, your beauty, your power, your energy. It's because it all revolves around you and that power. Number one, it's not going anywhere. Not this month, and honestly, probably not ever, but certainly not right now for our conversation. That does not mean, though, that you are not being given the heeding, the advisement. I'm going to shy away from words like the warning, because we don't need all that. That is one of the reasons why you are being given the advisement to maybe ease up a little on the amount of energy that you, make great effort to put out towards the things in your life. That is to say, all of the talking I did about you as source, you as energy, you as power source of your life, you don't need to try, is what I'm saying. This 9 of Wands here is like, hey, you need to take a break. You need to take a break. I didn't start your reading off with saying, friend, pal, lover, sweetie. Why would I be saying that? Because you know I love Taurus. I love a Taurus. I didn't start off with the 9 of Wands and the advisement that you need a break, but you do. I started off with the King of Wands because I really want you to, again, yes, I'm going to say it again, so I want you to hear me. The King of Wands doesn't have to what? Do anything. The King of Wands doesn't, in this case, have to do anything, and neither do you, is what it is here to say. That perhaps you have been doing too much lately. Perhaps you have lost a little bit of sight towards the inner core, the inner source of your existence, which is deeply vibrational and earthly power. So what do you do about it, right? Well, I mean, what do you do about it beyond the scope of the King of Wands? You ease up a little, right? And let's talk about this in the advisement that Temperance offers for that easing up. Excuse me, I think I have to sneeze. So let's talk about the way that Temperance offers you this advisement. So Temperance, in this case, for your reading, is a call back to, I'm going to use the word again, remembrance of the value of the people, habits, places that deeply nourish and care for you. That which adds to your support system, that is beyond what money can buy. Right? The nourishment of whatever nutrition fits you the best, the relationships and the people that nourish you and fit you the best, the literal places that nourish and fit you the best. The on and on and on, right? Why is this message coming through as the stress of that which supports you, the stuff that money can't buy? It's again a harken back to the power of the King of Wands in this case. Power, energy, the core that exists, that doesn't have to do a damn thing because it exists. These are the things that you are being invited back into in the name of temperance that hold immense power because they exist. These relationships, these nourishing meals, the places, the people. And I just feel compelled to make a note on why is Taurus, talking about a nourishing meal. I promise. This isn't trying or an attempt to be stereotypical because a Taurus loves food, even though I can't think of one that doesn't. But that said, it's really about the way that they show me this tactile experience, experience of, say, eating and, yes, feeding yourself, tactile experience of being held literally by the people, relationships that nourish you the best. Being deeply grounded in and rooted to the environments that nourish and serve you the best. Excuse me. All of that to say, temperance is a nod to the advisement to dig back into those things that may be a little less subtle these days in their power. Those that don't really have to cost one dime to exude their value and how they care for you. We're not necessarily talking about like the hugely expensive spa day, although if that's your thing, great for you. But this is really about grounding down to day one practice, that which has held you down and continues to have immense value. Temperance is, lastly, yet another nod to the quiet, vibrational, all-encompassing power of the King of Wands. This is not to say, when I say quiet power, you and I should hopefully both know that that the King of Wands doesn't make big moves, but, sorry, I just realized that I'm about to give a diatribe on the definition of the card. It doesn't matter. This is all to say that, the King of Wands is here to, yes, remind you of your core vibrational power. Temperance really lends into the ability to tap into that power without the cost of your well-being. Nine of Wands is really just like, hey, friend, heads up, you're doing too much. And the other two cards are like, you don't have to. I would like to add another note, just another gentle and loving heads up for you, that a Nine of Wands in this case, in this position, is really presenting for you here as a, we're almost at the end of this particular line 1 through 10 of suits. I am one of the final frontier before the invitation to heed. I am one of the last in line that's going to give you a gentle heads up to rest before these heads up become more significant. Yes, you are deeply powerful. Yes, that power exists without having to do anything for it or to it. You overexerting yourself is not limitless. You overexerting yourself, and it appears that maybe you have to some extent because you've forgotten how dope you are in here, not up here. I know you always know that. That overexertion, again, is limited. That is limited. And the more you get away from the center, the core vibrational power of yourself, the more you're going to lose some of that radiant energy. And that will not stand. I'm not going to say this is your final warning, but this is because I'm not going to say that this is your final warning, but this is a heads up that I'd say, you got about 2 more ticks in the timeline, 2 more notches in the timeline before they become final warnings. Rest well, heed well into this summery, hot, sleepy, but very powerful time. You are most deserving. I hope that this message serves you well and in great peace, harmony, and love. It is an honor to read for you. Remember, you can apply these messages to your sun, moon, rising, or any other placement you're paying close attention to right now. Once again, if you've not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so now. Turn your notifications on so you get these Tarotscopes every month and in between all of the other magic that we make together. Like this video, comment if it resonates, and share where you think it would be most beneficial. Merry meet, merry part, merry may we meet again.